This video presents the results of a Swiss-funded project. We consider an interactive learning scenario and select the use of hand gestures to allow a human instructor to interact with a mobile robot. In our scenario, we use hand gestures to encode commands the robot will execute. With this aim, we define a vocabulary of 6 hand gestures or classes that represent finger counts from 1 to 6. Using 6 hand gestures, the robot can perform 6 actions. In our case, each action represents that the robot must move to the colored landmark corresponding to the recognized gesture class. The robot is driven by feedback, which causes another classification problem. We consider the use of binary feedback as it is more flexible than full feedback and comes at a lower cost. Binary feedback from the human is encoded using 2 separate human actions, indicating right or wrong. When the human hides his hand behind his back, this action indicates that the robot recognized the gesture correctly. If the prediction was incorrect, then the human waves his hand vigorously to indicate a wrong prediction. Our online learning and classification algorithm works in interaction rounds, and a single interaction round is described as follows. When the robot blinks its beacon, this signals the human that it is ready for interaction. Next, the human shows a gesture. The robot predicts the observation and produces an output gesture class among 6 predefined observation classes. After prediction, the robot blinks its LEDs with an RGB color and number of times corresponding to the predicted class. Then the human provides feedback to the robot to inform it whether the robot predicted the observation correctly or not. After feedback is given, the interaction round terminates. If the gesture is recognized correctly, the robot performs the task associated with it. However, if prediction is incorrect, then the gesture from the previous round is shown again to the robot and the next interaction round starts. Since binary feedback provides less information during communication than full feedback, this communication modality poses an implicit exploration-exploitation trade-off. A useful heuristic is to combine both prediction margin and model uncertainty into a score and then predict the class with the highest score. As you can see in the graph below, despite the limited nature of binary feedback, we remain able to train a robot in an interactive setting to perform a task while limiting the number of mistakes sublinearly. This research was funded by the Swiss National Science Foundation through the National Center of Competence in Research.